Splitgate 2 is out at beta. It is ranked number 1 on PlayStation and Xbox right now for most played. So turn the volume up. Let's talk about what's next for the game. Splitgate 2 has come out on beta May the 22nd. It was fraught with issues the first day. They had massive server problems. I was actually going to review the game, and I had that day completely lined up for it. And it didn't really work out for me there because I think it was about a good 36 hours before the game got back live. But it wasn't a full launch of the game. It was a beta. So people have really review bombed it on Steam, which I think is a little unfair. Again, it is a beta, guys. Calm it down a little bit. But what is next for this game? Compared to Splitgate 2 to Splitgate 1, this game is amazing. Splitgate 1 was pretty sweaty. It was a sweaty game. It was very competitive. And that's what I think is missing from this game currently. I really like some of the game modes. I exceptionally love Takedown mode, which is... It's 4-on-4, but every time you die, your respawn timer goes further by 5 seconds. And when your whole team wipes, then the other team gets a point. And it's like first to 5 rounds. I really like that game mode. I just think there's so much to it. I think it's such a fun game mode. There's other things too. They've got like a 24, which is 3 teams, or fighting out like domination or some other different game modes. And then your quick arena, which is just a 4-on-4 game modes. That has some pretty good variety in there. So I'm somewhat hooked at the game. The other positive is it's literally on everything. This thing is on Steam Deck, it's on Steam, it's on Epic Store, it's both Xboxes, it's both PlayStations. So it's really just very accessible to everyone, and I'm very much enjoying the game. But I just do think something is lacking on that competitive side. Not to fear, ranked is coming. So a few of the devs have been pretty active on Reddit to let everyone know that it is coming, and in the next few weeks that is coming. So that is amazing to hear. So in the next few weeks, we should definitely get ranked in this game. It's going to be well before October, which is the full launch of the game. There's a few little bits and bobs happening with labs, so that's where you can create your own maps. Some people have gone nuts. Some people have created Nuketown. There's a few really good Halo maps that are out on that. So if you got some friends, I highly recommend playing them because this game really is Halo meets Portal, and it is so cool to go back to some of the OG, like I'm talking Halo 1, Halo 2 maps with the Portal element. I just think it's a lot of fun. To reminisce with those things. So that's another thing that's new at the beta, and it's going quite well. So the devs and the CEO was part of a live stream recently. Not too much came out of it, which was disappointing because I had to sit there and listen to all 50 minutes of it. They mostly played things. They answered a few Q&As. What they did tease is that some really big things are coming. One of them was only hired a few weeks ago, and he was just sat down originally to be told, that this is happening, right? And yeah, whatever that is, sounds amazing. So that's going to be announced very shortly as well, apparently. So there is a fair bit to happen with this game. I think if you're playing the beta now and you might get sick of it in a few weeks, just know that might be the time to maybe look back at the game, just because I have a feeling in a few weeks there's going to be a few bits and bobs that come out, like ranked and maybe another game mode that we just don't know about yet, that is going to blow us away. I just have a feeling that the beta, especially at the launch, did not go well. And that apparently was because of the live challenge system where it updates kills live. It wasn't measured for scale. So when it went live, it just bugged everything out. So they had to fix all the back end sort of stuff to get that to work. Which is understandable. That's why you have things like betas and alphas like that. That's exactly why you have them, is so that when you have the full launch of the game, this doesn't happen. So I think at the very least, we're getting a very competitive game mode with ranked very, very shortly. I would say at some point in the month of June, we should get that. But they said in a few weeks, and that was May the 20th. They said that, so that might be in the next week. And for me, as a sweaty player, I'm excited for that. But yeah, otherwise, the movement of the game is amazing. The balancing seems really really good. I would love to just not be paired on a team with 8-year-olds. I don't know if that's happening to me personally, but every game it's me with 8-year-olds with a team that is like against a team that's very well organized. You can just tell from the Halo days, back when I played ranked in the very early Halo days, just on a team in a game like this that is just a well-oiled machine that are all working together and calling things out. The one thing I would say about this game is that people are starting to talk a little bit more on the microphone, and I know that leads to some toxic behaviors, but you need that shit. Like, a game like this dies unless people are talking. So it's been something that's kind of had me a little bit interested with this game going forward. I just after the first one kind of it came and it went away, I just thought this might do the same, this Splitgate. But I think this might be around for the long haul. It is, like I said, a lot of fun and complete crossplay across everything. So yeah. Anyway, that is the whole video. So Ranked is coming out, and we're going to get some other big news shortly. That's pretty much what it is in a nutshell. But the game is fully ready to go. I highly recommend playing it, especially that takedown mode. That is one of the best game modes that I played in such a long time. I don't know if that's been done before in games. I'm sure it has, but it's such a good swap out of like search and destroy of like you just get one life. You know, you can kind of fight it back a little bit, but your life still does mean things, unlike in Team Deathmatch, where you're just trying to go for kill death. Like, you really are trying to stay alive and take out someone and then sort of push their respawn rate to a very long amount, and then you can kind of start ganging up on the other team because they're a player down. So there's a whole other few different ways to go about it, but yeah, I just had a lot of fun with it. I really did. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far in the video, hit the like button. Otherwise, hit subscribe if you haven't, because that really does help us out. Comment down below. Are you excited for Ranked? What sort of mode are you going to play in this game? What are your thoughts of the game? And one thing I would say is, like, if you playing this on Steam and you're enjoying it, maybe give it a positive review, because it did get review bombed on that first day. And I just think, like, we're so quick to anger when it comes to games. And I get it if it was a complete shit show. But this is a free game, so to kind of review bomb it's a bit rough. But as I said before, it's ranked very highly on the consoles for most played right now. So it's taking off. So that's really good to see for the developers. That isn't, a giant team. But yeah, very excited to see where this game is going to go from here. Any new update, I'll make a video on it. Anyway, I'm going to edit this out. I'm going to cut this up, and then I'm going to punt. I'm going to the Australian women's soccer tonight, so I'm going to see the Matildas play. So that's going to be pretty cool, and make some dinner. That's my plans for tonight. So I'm out of here. I'm going to cut this up. We're going to edit. So I'm out of here. Bye.